Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Nisa Handayani. You can call me Nisa. Now I wanna explain about teaching scenario by Nisa Handayani. Okay, literature level for 10th grade of senior high school. The material is one contemporary text and time allotment more and less 1 hour. The concept is analyzing characters and conflict. Now please read the text about A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Angel. We can read together, right? One night, 13 years old McMurray meets an eccentric new neighbor, Mr. Watson, who refers to something called a desert. She later finds out it is a scientific concept her father was working on before his mysterious disappearances. The following day, Meg, her child, genius brother Carlos, and fellow schoolmate Calvin visit Mr. Watson's home, where the equally strange Mrs. Who and the unseen voice of Mrs. Witch, the promise to help Meg find and rescue her father. Okay, next. Mr. Watson, Mr. Who, and Mr. Witch turn out to be supernatural beings who transport Meg, Carlos Village, and Calvin O'Keefe through the universe by means of desert, a fifth-dimensional phenomenon explained as folding the fabric of space and time. Their first stop is the planet Ural, or a utopian world filled with centaur-like beings who live in a state of light and love. The Mrs. V.S. revealed to the children that the universe is under attack from an evil being who appears as a large dark called the Black Thing, which is essentially the personifications of evil. Okay, the children are taken to visit the heavy medium, a woman with a crystal ball through which they see that Earth is partially covered by the darkness. Although great religious figures, philosophers, scientists, and artists have been fighting against it, and Mrs. Watson is revealed to be a former star who exploded in an act of self-sacrifice to fight the darkness. Okay, next, the children travel to the dark planet of Kamazot, which has succumbed to the Black Thing, and where Meg's father is trapped because he would not succumb to the group meant that causes inhabitants to behave in a mechanical way. In order to find their father, Carlos Wallace deliberately allows himself to be hypnotized. He takes Meg and Calvin to the place where Meg's father, Alexander, is being held prisoner. Carlos Wallace then takes them to it, the evil disembodied brain with powerful abilities that controls the planet. Using special powers from Mrs. Who's glasses, Alexander's teachers, Calvin, Meg, and himself to the planet Exile before IT can control them all. Carlos Wallace is left behind, still under the influence of IT, and Meg is paralyzed from injuries sustained during the trip. And an inhabitant of the planet with featureless faces, tentacles, and forearms proves to be both wise and gentle, and course makes paralysis. Okay, next. The trio of Mrs. Was It, Mrs. Who, and Mrs. Which arrive and charge make with a rescuing Carlos village from Haiti, arriving at the building where Haiti resides. They find Carlos village under Haiti's influence, inspired by hints from the Mrs. VS. Make focuses all her love at Carlos villains and is able to free him from Haiti's control. They all then tease her back to Earth and the Mrs. was living. That's all for the story. Then next. Now your activity is number 1 is reading and understanding the story about a wrinkle in the time from your according your understanding. For the second is reviewing the text by creating a simple summary, written as spoken using information-based approach. For the third is answering questions, personal response approach. So the students can respond approach about a simple summary, the story about a wrinkle in the time. For next, now this is questions for you, and then you can answer these questions. The question is number 1. What do you think the feeling was that compelled Calvin to go over to the haunted house? Number 2. Why did Calvin feel alone, and why doesn't he feel alone anymore? Number 3. Tell me about Carlos village. Tell according your understanding. So you don't get some summary. Please you can tell about Carlos village about for your understanding. That's all. And you can read and answer this story. Then you submit in Google Classroom. Thank you guys. That's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.